200. Well, it's dropped off again. Now it's only up 1/3%. It's been up and down. Every piece of data that comes out, everything the Fed official says, up and down we go. Let's bring in Michael Lee. All right, Mike, let me begin here. Is the worst behind us? Let me ask you that.
You know, that is the million-dollar question of the moment. The price action in equity markets certainly makes it look like that, but the macroeconomic data is telling a completely different story. You have all of the major leading economic indicators look like they're going in a very downwards direction, and the only economic data that with bright lights of hope is the unemployment figures. And so what's interesting is that unemployment numbers have always traditionally bottomed very close to the start of a recession, anywhere from 1 to 4 months out, and those numbers can get very low, and that does fill the time-old adage that labor and the unemployment data is a lagging economic indicator. And then when you take a step back, it's all the junkiest assets, kind of the worst stocks from a financial condition standpoint, have rallied the hardest this year, while short-term interest rates are right near 5%. And, you know, I think the market is thinking the Fed will go out and cut interest rates much quicker than they will. And who knows if inflation is going to start ticking up again based on what we saw in used car prices over the last month. So I hope it's behind us, but I don't think it is.
You know, you bring up a very good point. We're almost out of time, Michael, but as conditions are loosened with regard to the Fed, to your point, we are seeing inflation come back. So that's not good for the markets, because the Fed could be in this battle for longer than we think.
Yeah, so I think it's important for Jerome Powell to be as aggressive as he can now, so we only have to fight this inflation battle once. If we get a double top like we did in the 70s and 80s, this is just going to be devastating. So we need a little bit more hawkish tone so that inflation gets dead. You know, we kill it and put it to bed.
Exactly. That's a good place to end it right there. Michael Lee, great stuff as always. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Ashley.
Lauren, come back.